Yo, yo. All right. So in this video, we're basically going to be talking about how to analyze content. I'm going to be going over our best performing piece of content, and then we're essentially going to be breaking it down piece by piece. This is something I need to do so we can create more content that is similar to that, use a similar framework so we can make more money. Right. So let's take a look at originally this piece of content. This is for us, the number is 327. I'm going to go ahead and play this piece of content, and then we're going to look at the numbers it did and start analyzing that piece of content. So first things first, let's actually take a look at that piece of content. 327 is right here, so I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Do you want a custom engraved pup ring with your dog's name laser engraved in it? They come in sterling silver, they come in 14K gold, and they come in 14K rose gold. You choose.
Oh my goodness! Look how freaking cute that is.
Beautiful. Simple as that. If we take a look over here, sort by, let's sort by ad name. Let's sort by V327. We'll say ad name contains that, and we can simply just go over to lifetime and see exactly how much money this creative made and spent. So we spent $493,000 on this creative. It's a lot of money. And in return, this is off, but it generated a lot more than that. Cool. So let's break down. Let's break it down. Let's figure out why it was a performing piece of content. Something I was doing today and thought I'd document it for everybody else so you guys can all learn. Sweet. So how to analyze content, how to analyze any piece of content that is performing for you. First thing you need to figure out, is the hook good? Is the hook a working hook? Well, I can tell you right away that this is a winning hook for us, right? This piece of content, when we started creating it, I went into it knowing that this is a winning hook. So this right here.
Do you want a custom engraved pup ring with your dog's name laser engraved in it?
This originated from video 14. This was an organic piece of content that I posted on TikTok. Had this little bar here. It ended up performing really well. We got a good response from it. I started using just that hook in different pieces of content, and they started performing. So straight off the bat, I used a static variable. It's a variable that is not changing. This is important to use static variables when building out ads so that you can create better and better ads and have only one variable that's changing at a time, which allows you to be like, oh, okay, this is working or this is not working. This is how you A/B test. You want to test one variable at a time. So with that said, we went into it knowing that this was a winning hook. We also went into it knowing that the next voiceover that followed that winning hook was a winning voiceover. So this voiceover
In sterling silver, they come in 14K gold, and they come in 14K rose gold. You choose.
That voiceover was also a winning voiceover, which means we now have two static variables that performed really, really well. So we took these two static variables, we left them as they are. We had the winning hook that directly translated into the voiceover. So visually speaking, we took the winning hook, and then for the next voiceover right after that winning hook, you can see we have winning voiceover. What did we do during that exact period? We now had a dependent variable, which was a completely new variable that is now, sorry, I don't want to say dependent variable, ignore that. We now have a variable that's a new variable, right? So over here, the new variable is the shots that we're using. These shots and that text is brand new. We haven't used it before in this sequence. So we're taking a winning voiceover, we're taking a winning hook, and now we're testing new shots on top of it. So these shots we're testing, this text as well, we're testing on top of it. So these are new variables that we need to be watching and measuring and keeping track, because if this creative performs, which we now know it did, following that train of thought, then we can determine that these shots with a winning voiceover, with the winning hook, is a good sequence. It's a good sequence of content. So we now know that this right here is a good sequence of content. Heck, we could draw a box around it and say that if we ran this, and I can confidently say that if I ran this content in this sequence and now wanted to test something else, I can easily chuck a different UGC creator back here. I can chuck a different voiceover for the call to action. And now I can just test those new variables in a very strategic way because what? Because I know that this here works. Okay, beautiful. Let's keep going through this.
Rose gold, you choose.
We have this reaction. Again, this was a brand new piece of content, brand new reaction, testing it for the first time.
Look at this. Look how freaking
cute that is. This reaction here, this reaction is from a necklace video. The look how cute that is from a necklace video. But I'm using a close-up of the ring to imply that it's for the ring. And because it's a good reaction, because there's a good shot at the end, this also works. Now, this here is another set that I have not tested a lot with, but from the test that we just did with this previous piece of content that is now performing, we know that this here performs good. We know that this sequence of this girl reacting, oh my goodness, look how cute this is a good sequence. What does that mean? That means that I can now take this sequence of this girl reacting with this ring and I can maybe chuck it at the beginning of the content. See if that's gonna work, right? So now there's a lot of avenues that we can take because we know that something works. So simply put, we know that this clip with this girl that has the social proof, right? That's giving the social proof aspect. She's like, oh my goodness, it's a girl that's receiving the gift. Look how cute that is. We know that this social proof right here correlates directly really well with now showing a close-up of the ring, reminding the customer what the product is, why they should get it. And you can hear she says,
Look at this.
Look how freaking cute that is. Additional social proof bombing everybody in the face. So at the end of the day, when we do an analysis like this, we're like, oh shit, well, no wonder it went, it performed well. No wonder this is getting 70 cent and under cost per link clicks. In Australia and the UK, we're getting like 30 cent cost per link clicks with this creative. So now what I'm going to do is take what I know about this creative, take what I just learned through analyzing this creative and pass it down to my editor, have him create new versions of it, have him start playing with different shot placements of it. This is how you create better content and take something that's working and make it work better. So that's how to analyze content. If you guys are interested to see further on how I actually create new versions of this exact piece of content, I will continue to make more content. All of this content, analyst-wise, as far as also shot-wise, flipping out shots, watching me work live, this is all available in the Discord. I just randomly post some YouTube content, so I think this here is going to be posted to YouTube. But yeah, with that said, hope you guys learned something, and I'll catch you later. Bye.